Do you feel like you are wasting your life staring at a screen, watching other people live out their dreams while your own it feels like it's going nowhere? Well, I did, and over the last 5 months I have been slowly replacing my phone with this notebook. And I finally feel like I am getting my life back. So in this video I'm going to show you the surprisingly simple ways I have been using this notebook to overcome my phone addiction, increase my productivity and improving my mental health. First, let me explain why I completely stopped using my phone for my daily to-do lists, and why using pen and paper is actually way effective for certain habits and routines. Have you ever started your morning with a ton of things you need to accomplish, only to reach the evening and realize you got absolutely nothing done? Honestly, I still fall in this trap more than I should. I will sit down on my desk, fully ready to work, but somehow end up scrolling social media instead of tackling the tasks right in front of me. But it turns out there is a simple reason we get distracted so easily, which is lack of real planning. That lack of structure is why most of us procrastinate. I always had a rough idea of what I wanted to do each day, but I never actually sat down and wrote those tasks out. Once I started writing down my tasks in a notebook, that procrastination just vanished. By the end of the day, I was actually finishing everything I set out to do. So, the first thing to stop doom scrolling is this. Write down in details exactly what you need to accomplish for the day. I know it sounds simple, but trust me, it changes everything. The second thing I found very helpful is turning my notebook into a distraction dump. Every time I sit down to work, my brain starts throwing random thoughts at me. Check this message, search this idea, watch this video real quick. So instead of fighting those thoughts, I started writing them down. If I feel the urge to check something, I just dump it into my notebook and tell myself I will go back to it later. What this does is clear your mind without pulling you to distraction. Because the problem isn't that you have distraction, it is that you act on them immediately. When you write them down, you delay that impulse, and most of the time, you don't feel the need to go back to it again. So now instead of interrupting my work, those distractions just stay quietly on paper. The third thing I changed is using my notebook to replace my worst habit, which is late night scrolling. We all know that feeling of getting into bed, turning off the lights, and then staring at a bright screen for an hour until your eyes hurt. It ruins your sleep and makes you wake up completely drained. So now I have a strict rule. The phone stays across the room and I only bring my notebook to bed.